Today is the day we finally put on coilovers on the Miata. What is up, dudes? What is up? What's going on, guys? I know you guys have been waiting. Some of you guys have been waiting for this video to come out, and finally today's the day. Behind me right here we got some nice Tein coilovers, the Advance Street Series. So these are the damping adjustable coilovers, so they're not the street bases, the ones that are just for lowering your car. So these guys are much better, so you know you can adjust the stiffening when you want to take a hard corner or you want to do that track day. And come on, best part right here, stickers. Of course, gotta slap those on, right? So very exciting, guys. Hope you guys like this video, and let's get this car up on jacks. Alright, let's do a before gap measurement. So my fist doesn't fit, but I mean, I would say, so you got the 3 finger right there. I think that's, and then the front, well, let's see, that's in the rear. In the front, oh shit. Yep, 3 also. Alright, so in a nutshell, that's how they look like. That famous green color. Overall, the quality looks good. Honestly, the quality doesn't look bad at all. It looks really good. And another thing that I actually purchased, which was something I had already on my mind of purchasing, nothing ever really pushed me to the edge where I'm like, okay, I really need to go get it. But I figured I didn't want to struggle this time with getting, like, you know, stuck or rusted, seized up bolts. So I went over here, I went to Lowe's and I picked up like an impact gun. And this is what I got. Bam. So this is like an 8 amp, a 1/2 inch impact gun. It already came with the actual set of sockets, which was kind of nice. So that's gonna help out a lot. So let's start tearing this thing apart. Damn. Yeah, I mean, looks pretty beat. So basically, I'm gonna be putting some PB blaster on this bolt here, some on the sway bar end links, and on this upper control arm, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, so this, and that. And then it should just come down, and then obviously the 2 that are on top of here. And yeah. So we're gonna let that soak, and we're gonna go do the other one over there. So those are it right there. 1 and 2. So these 2 bolts, loosen them up, and down there. So I figured out this is a 17 millimeter, and I still don't know what those are, but I'll find out. These ended up being 14 millimeter, and so is this one. That was easy. This is a nice little trick. Always, whatever you take out a bolt, always put it just back where it was. That way you never forget where it goes. Like this one goes to the back of that end link. Oh, so beautiful. Look at this boot. It was just like completely deteriorated. I was gonna get away because with these coilovers you do have to use your OEM top hats. So what I was going to do, I was gonna actually zip tie them and just kind of like take off the nut and hope for the best. But I figured AutoZone is just across the street from where I'm at, so I might as well just go rent that compressor spring clamp thing. So I'll be back, guys. Alright guys, so I got back from AutoZone and I got the McPherson struck spring compressor. So actually it's brand new, so I get a beat on it. Just kidding. So some Miatas, or actually all Miatas, they have this like little thin kind of a gasket. You want to make sure you reuse that, because I guess I heard it's helps with like vibrations or something. So definitely want to reuse that. I'm taking it off right now just because I'm going to take the top hat, but I'm going to obviously, if you're getting coilovers that you don't have to reuse the top hats, then you know, but you're still going to want to reuse that. So basically what this spring is going to do, you're just going to grab it onto here, grab it onto the bottom, and there's a nut on this side, you see it? And that nut, you're going to grab a socket and you're just going to torque it down, compress the spring, and then you'll be able to take off this nut up here, and and then that should just, yeah, I'll be able to take off the top hat, change the spring out, and then you'll be good, golden. So look, I removed this shock from the driver's side, and I mean obviously just from all the oil, but check this out. Doesn't come back up. Clearly this is a blown shock. So I was always curious why it always felt very bouncy, and I would bottom out on my side but not on the passenger side. Well, now I know why. So I had a blown shock in the rear of the driver's side, so we're gonna inspect the driver's side. As far as everything is concerned, all the shocks, I mean, they're still okay, but you know, obviously I don't know who would want to reuse shocks. But if you guys are wondering why I have so many sets of shocks, well, let me show you. So I accidentally broke off a stud, as you can see right there. I used a 1/2-inch torque wrench to tighten this top hat down, which was my mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so if you are going to be installing these coilovers on your Miata, you're gonna have to do this. Basically, you see that right there, that little like cutoff. So obviously the old shocks were already like the shaft was cut for this slot right here, but because we're gonna be using the Teins, this little slot we don't need no more. So I figured out what this was. This was a file, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna file it all the way down and get it perfectly even. Alright guys, you see now that the hole, there's like not the little cutout at the bottom is not there no more. So it's all perfect. Okay, so the way you're gonna want to assemble this coilover, if you are going to be running the Tein coilover, you're gonna want to take everything off, and then you're gonna want to put your dust boot first. Then you're gonna put the spring, okay, and then you're gonna put this little washer here. I'm gonna put it like that. This collar thing you're gonna put on. So you're gonna have two spacers. Here you're gonna wanna put the thick one first, like that. And then you're gonna put your top hat, and then you're gonna put your second washer here, and then you're gonna put your nut. So remember before we had that 4 gap? Yeah, now it's a 2, and it's like I'm pushing all the way, and that's as far as my fingers go. Probably go down another inch, but I'm gonna let the suspension settle, and I'm gonna wait to see how it looks. But come on guys, looks so good. Oh, if you guys haven't already if you guys are new to the video, make sure to go give us a subscribe. Check out some other videos we got. So, all right guys, this car feels sick. Like, no lie, it feels great. And I know this isn't like your top of the line suspension, but for the money, I think I got well worth my money for this suspension. And for what I want, like I said earlier in the video, it's gonna suit my needs just perfectly. And I didn't break the bank because I want to put that money elsewhere with the turbo and all this other goodies. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.